Hey y'all, it's me, Ren, back again for another adventure. We are here today. We've been playing a bunch of, oh, I didn't change any of my labels or anything. Let me get that going here. Hustle Cat. There we go. And then let's go ahead and get our capture out here.
Ginsburg time.
Oh, it's time to take our one kitty to the vet. All right. Put the card. Oh, there's kitties on the card. I like when the vet reminds me what we're supposed to do. Put it on the table for now. We'll take care of it before tomorrow when folks are at the front table.
Oh, there's no games on.
Okay. Do. There's a little behind the scenes at the Robot and Ren household. Most of our lives, they revolve around the kitties. You know, them there kitties. There we go. That's what we want. We want to have this up there for us. Yeah, look at that. So it's been a while since we played this game. Oh, speak of the devil, here's Ginsburg herself. Oh, Robot's hair is so dark brown, our black cat almost blends in with it. But not quite. It's a little bit like having a dark brown outline so that your emote still shows up on a black background. Sorry, y'all. I gotta spend some time petting a kitty you can't see, so y'all just need to chill out here for a while. So I can pet my cat. Yeah, it's cool.
You kissed her paw-paws.
Oh, Robot kissed her paw-paws. That's quality. It's quality cat.
All right.
Quality cat business going on here. I love you too, Robot. Always love the Robot. All right. So, when last we played this game, we dated the lovely Mason, as is shown by our delightful latte art here. Now, for those of you not in the know, Hustle Cat is a dating sim slash sort of choose your own adventure visual novel. It's a little more on rails than some dating sims, but it's far less on rails than most visual novels. You make very specific decisions, and then you are judged on your performance of choosing the right options. Now, let's look at our gallery here, because we've got some mystical, magical things that are going on. There's some spoilers here. You know what? Yeah, let's go back. Let's not look at spoilers just yet. Let's go ahead and click new game. So we've already dated Mason. So we are going for, I'm actually feeling Reese today. Y'all don't know who that is. But as a very voluptuous NB, Reese is like body shape goals. All right, so we are they, them. We are always, if there's a chance, and look at this. Y'all, everybody needs to know this, but for pronouns, psst, you can change this mid-game if you'd like. Just bear that in mind. You can change this mid-game if you'd like. I'm going to go short hair. We'll go mid-skin tone, pretend like I go out in the sun. Just for pretends. Let's see, what are we cool at? Avery gay? Avery gay. Very gay. But pending. Yeah, address is pending. Degree? Yeah. Skills: rest management, nutrition consumption, meme curation, 12 words per minute. 12 words per minute. I wouldn't include that. This is me. Come on. Yeah, this is me. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right into my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. What is it, like noon? Ooh, a little bit of music starting. I've played this game a gazillion times. Ooh, is that a European outlet? I can't quite tell. Can't quite tell. I wonder what this game is. These are definitely video games. But yeah, so here's me. God, I wish ugh. Oh, to just be a single line instead of a line and two circles. Okay. Ugh, not my fault. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free of my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the size of my ass in these cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm couch surfing at my aunt's. Oh, you. Oh, you. Oh, you. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk Mom and Dad into letting me come all the way out to the city, too. Oh, come here, Fargo. There was a Ginsburg love party here just recently. You'd need to earn some more points to be favorite cat. No, we don't have favorites. We could never. Are you gonna step on my keyboard? Cool. Cool, that's cool. Oh, why is this happening? What's going on? There shouldn't be any kind of buffering going on here. What do we got here? Nothing? Okay, well, I don't know why stuff is buzzing at me then. All right, let's just double check here. Make sure everything's working as it should be. All right, we're looking good here. Let's not... She's pretty cool. Oh, hi, Fargo. Yes, I love you very much. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It make me pause for a second, but I jump up as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off! Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried cheese off the bottom again. Mood. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Oh, look at my eyes. Mochi. Meow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. I guess since I'm up to, I might as well get to whatever I'm gonna do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there's so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, that's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. I guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find a tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Internet comment section proofreader. Fundraiser, street team intern, unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom, Dad, or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will exist erode away. I'm gonna go for a walk. Going out on the town. When I got here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever, I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road. After I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. Oh, hey! A cat's paw. What could this be? A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it'd be impossible to miss. Sits in front of me. A cat's paw. Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy for Damuchi. As I walk closer to the front doors of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. So this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice the sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." Inquire within. Yeah. I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in a restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Yeah, it kind of does, like a little Alice in Wonderland trip. Oh, is this your tail? This little kitty goes to tail. I like these little paintings. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, it's his face close up. Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Like with the cards and stuff? Is the purple cat gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple. Boy, are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I've barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. "Welcome. Please sit wherever you'd like." I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the sound of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the second-story landing and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. "You look confused. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'd be happy to give you a tour." His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Infectious. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, that's great. He bounds closer and towers over me in both stature and exuberance. It's a little strange that someone like this is working here, because he's more like a big sheepdog puppy than what I think of as a cat person. My name is Landry. Just interrupt if you have any questions." "You got it, Landry. I'm Avery." "Well, Avery, to start, all of our cats are rescued strays. The owner brings them in for care and socialization." They seem really happy. Having strangers around doesn't seem to bother them at all. "We do everything we can to make them comfortable. We have a good match rate for our fosters. Oh, many of them are up for adoption. We have a good match rate for our fosters." You doing all right there, buddy? You doing all right? You gonna get up there? Over there is a wall of photos of some of our cats that have found happy homes. Is that them? Oh, look at this. What are you doing, Peanut? What are you doing? Oh, this looks like Mochi in there. Oh, and the proceeds from the cafe help pay for their care. The food is really good too. Our chef is amazing. I recommend the key lime pie personally. That all sounds great. I bet you're really happy working here. Well, it's a lot of work, but I'd like to think it's all worth it. Actually, I saw you guys are hiring right now? Oh! His surprise freezes him for a split second. His broad smile immediately creeps back, but it's enough to pique my curiosity. We are. Did my explanation sell you that quickly? A bit, yeah. You seem really fun to work with. I'm really good with cats. You seem really fun to work with. Oh, look at my face. Is that a flirt face? Is that what that is? Yeah, you seem really fun to work with. I wouldn't mind spending more time here. Really, I wouldn't mind a cute face like that greeting me every morning. Good thing I didn't say that part out loud. Well, it's not all just having fun and playing with cats, you know. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Oh, that's not what I mean. Any job becomes awesome when you've got a work buddy. Well, that's true. It does make things go more quickly. We have all different types of people working here. You seem nice, so I bet you get along with them pretty well. Before we get ahead of ourselves, you should really talk to the owner. He's the one that would make that decision. He's right upstairs, so I'll see if he's available to meet you now. Oh, okay, sure. Great, have a seat here then. Landry leads me to a seat on the plush couch that spans the length of the wall. I oblige, careful not to look too casual. Look at this queen here. Hey, baby. You look pretty snoozy there. I'm here on business after all. Do you like coffee? Would you like some? That would be great, thank you. Light and extra sweet, please. As in, I don't really like coffee, so give me some cream that's mildly coffee flavored. As he disappears through an open archway around the corner. He disappears through an open archway around the corner. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, and then at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. Landry reappears a moment later, carefully balancing a black and white saucer, which in turn balances a stout white ceramic mug. The tiny creamer almost disappears in his large hands. Yeah, we get it. He's a big guy. He's a big man. He gingerly places them in front of me, careful not to spill anything from either. I put a little bit of milk and sugar in there for you, but I brought some more if you don't like it. Oh no, it looks perfect, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. I think we drink our coffee the same way then, because I made it the way I like it. You have excellent taste. I take a careful sip of the coffee as I watch Landry take his long strides into the back of the cafe. He really covers a lot of ground. He's not even moving that quickly. Leggy boy. It could use a little more milk, though. I guess I'm not good at being an adult yet. I don't like that it still tastes like coffee. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but like half the creamer's worth spills in. It almost overflows. I dive forward and gulp a mouthful from the side before I dare lift the mug and drink like a civilized person. Meow. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee. Landry's gone long enough for me to nearly finish the mug. Just long enough for me to wonder where everybody else is. The Siamese cat's still staring at me. I'm just going to ignore it and focus on my drink. Finally, Landry emerges from the back of the cafe, but he's not alone. Look at this fella. So, like, if these kids are, like, all 18, 19 years old, then what? Is he, like, 40? Is he, like, 33? I can't tell. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Oh, beautiful bicarbonate. Nope. Blue eyes, blue eyes. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Or maybe like he's about to try and sell you a crystal that'll balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen... Ah! His eyes, they're 2 different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is swallowed by his icy blue eye. Oh, is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look?
I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this.
Eh?
He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so, by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever.
Excuse me?
Telltale Heart, you were looking at my eye. Kids, didn't you read that in high school?
Well, yeah, but...
Iridis heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans.
He's got this look like he knows he just told a great joke, but there's no punchline anywhere I can see. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Are you kidding? I would love to work for a guy like this. Then again, he hired someone as nice as Landry, so he's got at least some good taste hidden in there. Would I need to know that to get a job here?
I just gave away the answer, so I'll let that one slide. Follow me. We'll talk on the 2nd floor.
Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the 2nd floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below, or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here.
Hayes, will you get us some coffee?
Is that the chef? I haven't really seen anybody here besides him and Landry. I already had a cup?
Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it.
I don't think I met Hayes.
You may have. You might not know yet.
Graves folds himself into the slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me.
Come on, sit down, let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us.
No pressure, huh? Graves sits with this sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne and a raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. I bet he's a nerd. Nerd. I take the seat across from him. Oh, I sat down. Haha.
Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee.
Okay.
You can talk, of course. I meant the interview.
Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! I jump a little. When did he get there? I didn't hear anybody coming up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves.
Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug.
What does that mean? He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you? Graves' ring clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink.
Perfect as always. I don't know what I did without your coffee.
It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats.
That's fine.
Hayes slips back downstairs just as quietly as he arrived. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee and see a sleepy cat face staring at me from the foam. Look at the little kitty. Kitty Latte. I've only ever seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat.
Now, we can get this going. Let's interview. I'll start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat?
All right, what's our favorite breed of cat? My cat. It's my cat. We're gonna lead some answers here. We're gonna say cats with the little stumpy tails.
Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers?
No, I speak the language of dance. I don't. I mean, I assume that's Japanese. I'll go ahead and be honest. I'm gonna say no.
What marine animal would you say best represents you?
Ha ha ha! This is a free. Oh wow! It's been so long. That's so adorable. All right, who are we? Who are we? What do we do? Are we the penguin? Are we the small blonde? Are we the tall dope? Are we the quick Haru? Or the shark, Rin? Or the butterfly? I'm gonna go with dolphin this time.
What genre of music would you use to describe your work ethic?
Classically hardworking, children's sing-along, chiptunes, punk. I'm not dead, just resting. Let's go with children's sing-along. I don't know if this has any impact on the story at all.
On the scale of from 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer.
I mean 7.5. I've never given anybody 10.
Draculas or teenaged wolves?
Teenaged wolves. 100%.
Just kidding with that last one.
Are you really, though?
Interesting.
He looks down at his coffee cup, and tilts it idly towards him. It looks like he's enraptured with the foam as it drips from the side of the cup. A drop of coffee spills onto the saucer.
I suppose you'll do, then.
Does that mean I got the job?
You're quite astute.
Or that doesn't really answer my question.
You can start tomorrow.
Wow, thank you!
Don't run off yet. I have paperwork for you.
Yeah, of course. Graves pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nabs my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he'd never left, trading the empty coffee cups for a small stack of papers and a pen. He places them in front of me. So, what will my job be?
We'll see.
Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is this how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information and too much coffee. I take the papers and skin them, signing pretty much anywhere I see an X and a line. What's it all for? Why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. It's not good practice, kids. You gotta know what you're signing. And who cares? I got a job! I push the papers back towards Grabe. Grabe? Who's Grabe? Graves. And he eagerly scoots them off the table.
Perfect. We open at 11, be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep.
My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk.
You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed mornings for too long.
That's okay. It's fine.
Now go. I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours.
Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sorts of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever. Not my problem. Here's that guy again. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So, what is his voice like? I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else in the morning. Tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Fidley, Mason, Reese. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great. See you. Cool. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Hooty hoo. Date nighto. Here's our intro. We're gonna watch it. Here's all the lovely, I don't know, teens or 20-somethings. I don't know what the ages are. Lots of cats. Look at her. That's Finley. And there's Landry. He's got tools and stuff. Reese. This is Reese. We're going after Reese today. Mason. We dated Mason before. There's Hayes. He likes coffee. Graves is the absolute edgiest of edgelords. And there's all the different people we could be. All the different Averys there are. Cherries and strawberries and sprinkles. Oh, spoilers. And is this a spoiler? I already spoiled it. Like in my own little thingy thing. Oh, hi. And there's Graves, the absolutist. The absolutist of loots. Ding, 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 ding. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Skoo-ah. That was when I ruled. I don't know why I got that. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know if that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand toward the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizzaloids on the way home. I picked up a can of wet food for Mochi from the corner store, too. I figure we both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my side, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I do say you talk down to your dog an awful lot, Avery. Your dog? Your cat. You talk down to your cat an awful lot, Avery. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever, I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. Aw, it's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do these tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. You about to snooze? Meow. It's so early. What's his problem? Meow. I bet he just wants the other half of that wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Ah, hell. I'm going to be late for my first day of work. Sport bag. I do the sport. Honestly, Avery, like, you talk shit on yourself about how messy you are, but this being the bedroom area, this is fine. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks the cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food. It's the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late on my first day of work. And my first job, even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not have been as bad as I thought. If I can run, I can make it in less time. Groove. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out from the doorframe and waves me in. I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and look perfect.
Good, you decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start the show.
Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Ha! Caught another sucker, boss? Is that the voice we're doing for him?
That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese.
You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Oh, Avery, we've already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? He sits in the back and makes coffee. Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats, too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand. He's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like Candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it.
Finley is also...
Graves? I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out a soft bark of laugh.
All right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready.
Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart mouth guy, Reese, and the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Well, our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both? How kind of you to sit. No, what? This is the one that I want to date. I can't give him like Weasley voice. I can't. What is he going to sound like? Because Landry's already got like the protag male voice kind of thing. How kind of you. No, that's just Landry again. How kind of you. He's just going to be gangster. I'm just going to make him gangster. I only have so many voices that I'm capable of doing that are actually differentiated from other voices. All of my accents end up sounding the same. How kind of you to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves. So you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was the second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats, obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Yuck. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me.
It looks as though I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me.
Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's a tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seated along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. Oh, what? IKEA? From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really don't have any idea what this is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind, don't worry about it. Oh, but now you've got my interest. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Now you've got my interest. What is Blast Zone? I don't know if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game. I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle. Ooh, sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it's also romantic. Romantic like love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing? Yes, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime, if you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Findley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? Oh. What if there's some unspoken rules about this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. One tray is a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the tray down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon because I'm about to be on that egg thing like Mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before the others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Oh, look at us all having dinner together, or breakfast, whatever time it is. Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Geez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but like other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about the dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh. It's an important part of every new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry is such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up! Avery, look at this place. We take our visual No, they're all just turning into New Yorkers. I made the robot laugh. I love when the robot laughs through the walls. Okay. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack back into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... Nah, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on 2 legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Yeah, Mason, come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. All right, so normally I would go with Mason, like IRL, Mason, absolutely. But today we are trying to date Reese, so we're going to do what Reese wants to do. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Ask Reese about the uniforms. He seems pretty serious about this. Maybe I shouldn't blow him off because he looks so young. Maybe he's secretly as old as Graves or something. Uniforms, but nobody else is wearing any uniforms. And they just haven't changed yet, or they don't need them. Only the waitstaff wear uniforms, and you'll be waiting tables today with Landry again. Yeah, but Landry doesn't have a uniform. Reese glances over his shoulder towards Landry, who's made himself busy straightening up tables in the dining area. He doesn't appear to have heard either of us, or he's just ignoring us. Big cat mood. That's because we didn't have a uniform in his size. He's a big boy. He's a dull man. Yet, at least. Someday he won't have an excuse anymore. Come on, Avery! I bet you look cute in a uniform. I can't help feeling a bit itchy about this. I love her tights. Reese rummages around in a drawer by the back door and pulls out some kind of black, orange, and white lace thing? That can't be right. This looks like it should be your size. Now come on. He dumps the pile of lace and fabric in my hands and then pushes me towards what I assume is the bathroom. I pause in front of the door and give Reese a baleful look. Aw, come on, at least try it. Humor him. No, humor him. I want to dress up in a lacy floof. I want to be a lowly girl. I don't. Again, stuff I want to do in game, not necessarily stuff I want to do IRL, you know? Alarm bells are going off in my head, but what's the harm? I'll look a little silly. Hell, I might even end up looking cute. All right, just give me a second. Good answer. He seems pleased, but I'm a little irked by that smug sense of victory he's oozing. I close the bathroom door behind me and lay out the uniform. Yikes. This is even worse than I thought. Well, this is too late to turn back now. It's too late to turn back now. I believe. I put the uniform on. At least I think I've put it on properly. I can't tell if these bows are supposed to go in the front or the back. I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and then decide it's better to not make eye contact with my reflection. I crack open the door and am met with Reese and Finley's eager faces. Oh. First off, there's no lace involved in this costume. Finley holds up her phone. The flash doesn't go off this time. I told you how to get it candid. You look so regal. Really, I can't believe you'd fall for such an obvious prank. Yup, you got me. Come over and take a look, Landry. Reese turns to beckon to Landry, who quickly mumbles an excuse to himself and disappears upstairs. It's a pity neither of you were here when Landry wore it. He was busting out of the thing. It looked absolutely ridiculous. I think it's cute. I'd wear that uniform. I know you would. That's why I can't trust you. Where did this even come from? Reese's lip curls in disgust. Graves, you should stick to interior designing and never step into fashion again. He tried to get me to wear that, you know? I told him he could keep his Halloween fever dream. If Graves decided, I'm surprised he doesn't have a hooded cloak and a raven or something. Nah, don't let him hear you say that. He might make some additions. I like it. I like how we look in it. Little gloves. Look at that. And these little bows. Big bow in the back. That does not... Yeah, there's so many bows. So many bows. But I do love a good thigh high. And then the what? The demilitarized zone between the puffy pants and the top of the thigh high. All right. I think the less we mention this thing, the better. You're required to wear that today, by the way. Nope. Just for a little bit. Nope. Oh, I think you should. I close the bathroom. Oh, Pumpkin Patch Kid. Oh, I got an achievement. Unlocked Pumpkin Patch Kids because of my pumpkin pants. It's got my little pumpkin pants on. I close the bathroom door behind me. I can't get this uniform off fast enough. Mostly because the bow got stuck. It's never felt so good to be back in my trusty old digs. I open the door and Reese and Finley have already scattered. This looks pointy. What if you fell off the first balcony and landed on this cat here? You would be impaled. I don't know where the uniform is supposed to go, so I just leave it folded up on the bathroom sink. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today, after all. I think he went upstairs. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Yeah, the cat's sleeping on the stairs. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Somebody's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not going to be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit and then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? I guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bobtailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat and then raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely in the forehead. Tap, tap. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. Looks angry. Am I gonna have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two. The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Is Hash Brown sleeping on the stairs again? The orange cat, Hash Brown's I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Is it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if it's giving an okay, whatever in response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. That cat's name is Hash Brown's? Yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with some interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment, there's Ramona, Shunsuke, Kotek, Owl, Bramblepelt, Now, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ein, Junta, Jam Band, and so on. Holy crap. Which one was that bobtail? His face falls. Why does he look so nervous? That's, why don't you ask Reese later? Huh. Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No, he's... Graves should have told you about, Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks, and it flips the sign from closed to open. And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun. And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later. It did not pick up later. It doesn't look... Yeah, it didn't. At all. All day. Sure, a few people came in and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple times to check in and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtailed cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why you take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Not that I mind that it was slow. It just meant I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So, how'd you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans. Oh, we should get here early then, huh? Don't say that like you aren't always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier? Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time. Oh, okay, thanks. I can't imagine what busy means here. Like 6 people in here at the same time? I've got a little more work I want to do on the block, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it. Oh, thank you. Avery, you could head out. Oh, thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go on ahead. Oh, all right. See y'all tomorrow. Night. There I am. Look at me. The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Really? You think? Like your own? Wait until my parents hear about this. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist pump. All right. I think I hear someone snort a laugh behind me. I thought I said said that pretty quietly. I turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody there but a cat. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Reese's cat and the Siamese cat, to be precise. Crap, how'd they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is real bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working at a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of his head, it takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path, as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. Who are we going to go after? We're going after the bobtail. Follow Reese's cat. We're interested in Reese. I know that he's not supposed to be out here. What a little jerk cat. I take off after the bratty bobtail. Reese's cat suddenly stops, turns around, and plants his haunches on the pavement. He looks up at me with a surprisingly bored expression. Come off it, Avery. You could stop tailing me now, unless you were that bent on following me home. The cat is talking. What? Why do you look so surprised? You knew it was me, right? What? Come on, my cat self and my human self look so similar. They're both equally gorgeous. How did you not put 2 and 2 together? Of course I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Who the hell is going to think, oh, of course he's also a cat? That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. I can't believe I'm even having this conversation right now. I don't know why I expected you to know anything about witches. I mean, look at you. What is that supposed to mean? It means I don't think you know much at all. Fine. Graves obviously did a trash job of explaining this, so the work's all up to me. Again, everyone at Cat's Paw is under a curse. Once we leave the premises, we turn into cats. The curse is likely tied to the cafe itself, though I don't think anybody else knows how. This is probably the most absurd thing I've ever heard, but it's also sort of hard to deny because a cat is telling it to me. So, everybody? Graves too? Who knows? I've never seen him as a cat, but I haven't seen him do a lot of things. Does that mean, am I going to be cursed too? I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I would. How do I end up not cursed? If I knew that, I'd be a lot taller and less furry right now. How do you even get a cat curse? Didn't you hear me? Witches. Believe it or not, the area's full of them. I'll go with the or not, but I can't really come up with any more plausible reasons. This is absurd. I've just had a long day and my brain's leaking out of my ears, that's all. I might just be imagining this. Are you done then? I have things to do. What, like chase birds? Cute. Look, if it makes you feel better, we can talk about this more at work tomorrow. With everyone else. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Introduce me to all of the talking cats. Just don't be late again. Hey, I wasn't late today. I get the feeling that if he had the shoulders for it, Reese would be shrugging right now. Instead, he rolls his head to the side. Reese stands back up. He takes a grand leap up a trash can, then up again to the fence. Whatever you say. Good night, Avery. And with that, he's gone. Good night. What? The sun's barely gone down, but I'm capital letter done with today. This is too much. Don't forget the good food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's nobody here but Mochi. Oh, for crap's sake. I find him standing next to the food bowl looking up at me with those expectant eyes. I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Nope. Nope, I'm done. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out of the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. Oh, you. Oh, you. I'm just going to sleep in a real bed for once. Maybe sleeping on that couch so much is messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. I wake up early enough to surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept very well, all things considered. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job where I see people all day. What a perfect timing. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it. I trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. Whisker? Whisker? That's not a zit. That's a whisker. There's a whisker growing out of my face. It won't come out. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope. Growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it. That was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick. I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not, because trying to put it on feels really awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I didn't run into anybody on the way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Jeez, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming in. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I can keep my human shape, too. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. Not shown here. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off like a dead leaf or something. Look at it just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is just really, really stupid, and I don't want to deal with it. I kick the door open with my foot. But it's actually pretty heavy, so it just sort of nudges open. Where the hell is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast, like this is just a regular, normal day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. He probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of a cat. I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should know that this was gonna happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody didn't read their contract. That's not what Reese sounded like. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah. Well, how can you be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're just doing what we can. There's got to be more you could be doing. Where is Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. Whose voice is what? I don't know. I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room's going to be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm towards the back of the cafe. The steps must be back here somewhere. Hey, y'all. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking, and even Mason's got an eye on me. Hey, Avery, where are you going? I've had enough of this. I gotta give him a piece of my mind. What? This curse crap! The others trail me to the kitchen. What am I, the cat herder? Avery, chill out! We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning me into a cat won't do jack for me.
I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He does a lot to help us. We owe him.
I don't owe him a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it.
There's one thing I can do.
Quit. I'm not going to do that. You're right. I guess I see what you mean. Now come on, don't be such a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you that this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in a sec. This is still so stupid. The frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason. Didn't eat yet, right? No, I've been freaking out about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her head. I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that a comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. I guess I might as well go sit down. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down in the chair at the head of the tables. After all that following everybody was doing before, nobody's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off. It feels like a little like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, too. Oh. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. I pick up the teacup and hold it up to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. I let out a deep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I have approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes the seat next to me. You know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that, though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea, but I think the thing that helps me most is being a cat. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing is expected of me. It helps me a lot. So that really does sound stupid, but that's what we mean when we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off of the paper napkin in front of him. Yeah, I do that. Leave him alone? Do you hate people? No, leave him alone. Okay, I get it for someone like him. Does that mean I should give him his space? He's definitely right about the tea, that's for sure. He probably should have poured some for himself. Heck, he should probably have an IV of it. He seems so on edge all the time. But what about the others? Do they get something out of this too? Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where's her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. I look down and... Jelly Donut! You're Jelly Donut? It's me, a real-life internet sensation. You're so surprised. You should see the look on your face right now. Wow, so you've really capitalized on this curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with the situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? I'll give you my autograph later if you like. No, I'm fine. She gives my leg a playful pat and then gives me a wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You are! You so are! I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. No! You're blushing! Why would I be blushing about a cat? Okay, gotta remember my Reese voice now that I've been doing all these other voices. Cut the shtick, both of you. No, what? Cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with his foot, scooting her a good distance from the table. Rude! Are you over your temper tantrum yet, Avery? Well, I almost was, but then you had to come in here and call it a temper tantrum. No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, I'm gonna sneak nip into your clothes next time you're on cat detail. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking into the break room. She returns a moment later and flops down on the seat across from me, but not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Reese. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast prey. How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. Glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forgot how confusing it was all at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So am I the only one that didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into cat or something? Not in so many words, at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow, the varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Nope. I didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, so I didn't ask. Paige shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pooled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. I skimmed it. I got the potential for great power, but at a price part. But the specifics? Oh my God. Oh my God, all of you. No wonder I'm the one in charge here. The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends. Yeah, you can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results, well, they're from the internet. Well, why didn't you just ask him? Oh, yeah, I did, but he said something like, we are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast in the drama of this cafe. Yeah, that sounds like something he would say. And you bought that? And everybody just sort of nods and agrees with Reese. Wow. But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out, with or without Graves. Yeah, you're right. We could do this. I raise my fork, pancake piece still attached, like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but nobody follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jelly donut days are rough. Oh wait, no, this is Reese. Jelly donut. That's what I'm doing. I'm ziggy-zagging. Ah. This guy looks grumpy. I'm looking over here at this little black cat over here, and he looks like maybe this orange cat that we can't see is a Stinky, because he's looking like he's got a little stinky face at him. What we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jelly donut days are rough, and we need to be ready. I think I should spend time with Mason, to help her in the kitchen, of course. Phase 2. I'm okay with that. We might need you both to come out and help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how those days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery, we'll be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Reese will be out from time to time if we really get swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. It might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready. Mission accepted! Why would I say it's a hassle? This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a jelly donut shirt she made herself. Oh, that's so cute. I think you'd look cute in a jelly donut shirt, too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it. No, that's your loss. Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you.
I like a challenge.
Now, finish eating so we can get back to work. Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake in his mouth and without even finishing chewing, grabs his plate and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better go get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate and then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well. All right, Avery, drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic. Yeah! Good, because if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Oh man, is that why there were so many people out front? Yep. I better jug this coffee then. Well, better get pumped.
Pump.
Pump it, yeah, pump it, pump it, pump it, yeah. Oh boy, did it become busy fast. There was a crowd of people as soon as we opened the door and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation Jelly Donut. They pour in like a leak in a ship's hull. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the number of people allowed in at a time, but it's not that bad yet. Hopefully the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure he has a lot to deal with. There's a lot more to managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes out to help sooner or later. I'm having a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. Okay, I don't have time to sit here daydreaming about that. There are tables to wait. Boy, are there a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I guess it's pretty on point to offer donuts on a day where Jelly Donut is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. I don't see them in the pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back? I better go check. Hey, Mason. Are there donuts back here? Oh, yeah, there are. A whole stack of them, and they're still warm. They're those cakey donuts that are so good, too. I shouldn't be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. Well, the coast is clear. I don't see Mason. Hayes and Reese aren't even in the room. I could just... No, don't steal. Don't steal from work. I better not. Get it together, Avery Gray. Don't steal inventory on a busy day.
Like donuts, huh? Of course you do.
Oh, I didn't even hear her come up behind me, but there she is. Mason looms over me and rests her arm across my shoulder. I was not trying to steal. I didn't do that. This is not pictured. Not as pictured. Oh, yeah. These look really good, too.
I'll make you some later.
I like strawberry. I like strawberry. You don't have to do that. You're so busy, though. You don't have to do that. You turning down my generosity? No, I didn't mean...
Relax. It's a joke.
Oh, sorry. How am I supposed to tell with her? She's so hard to read. Now, stop wasting time. It's busy out there. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hand, then shoos me out of the kitchen. I bring the plates to their respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery to the rescue. This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut or something like that. I don't know. I'm too busy to think of a good metaphor. Finley's loving it, though. Look at her just mug for the camera. Oh, look at her. There's all our friends. All these people are here. And there they go again. Someone else is trying to put their donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food to the cat play area. Fine, whatever. Jeez. You see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do in real life? Some people. Someone better talk to that kid about these bad habits she's encouraging in people. The offending customer has already vanished back to his table, but now there are 3 people who've taken his place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back out to help corral the crowds. Reese is taking a spot at the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, and Hayes is taking someone's order, which reminds me I better get back to work too. We're in the final stretch, but dang, is this exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but that's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never gonna leave this place. I could really use a break. What is she doing out here? Does she need a break too? I suppose I shouldn't be too selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt off here. Get in here. It's not a request so much as a command. I better go see what's up. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're all taking turns bussing tables, but this crowd hasn't left much time to deal with dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. Oh, here I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Yeah, me too. No. We're low on beans. Get them from the basement right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. Just a sec, I'll get them. I've never been in the basement before. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but dark spaces kind of creep me out. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house, but I'm not some scaredy cat. I should be fine. Here goes nothing. Why, Graves? Holy crap, Graves. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, and this happens? This isn't a restaurant storehouse. It's a Halloween surplus store. Look at all his skeletons. He's got the big one, then some friends over here, more skeletons here. Is that? It is. That's a curio full of model skeletons. What the hell? What's he got padlocked in that cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes, I better get out of here and go back upstairs quickly before I get attacked by a giant toad. I find a bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can just barely lift myself, but more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. With its worn leather cover embossed with silver swirlies in the shape of a cat, it looks like a spell book or something. Sus. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. It wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? Oh, it's gibberish. What the heck? I don't get this at all. Is it all written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, is Graves writing about me in his diary? Avery. Oh, she sounds mad. Now's not a good time to start reading. The book is real tiny and fits just right in my hoodie. I'm going to look through this when I get home. It's probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone notices it's gone. But, okay, seriously, I should leave before a crow lands in my hair or something. I heft the coffee bag in my arms and trundle up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It was way too quiet in that basement. I barely get the door open when I hear muffled noise from the dining room and the clanging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost. Took you long enough. Ah, sorry, I don't know my way down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gave me the chills. I like it. Somehow I'm not surprised. Thanks. Now get back to work. Okay. Any time? The whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. Better get out there and see what's going on. Ding dong, ding dong. It looks like the crowd has dissipated. I also don't see Finley or Jelly Donut anywhere. I guess even her energy has limits, huh? Hey, cutie, how about some coffee? I had a really busy day at work. Oh, there she is. Wow, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or is she making a move? You know, we're at one coffee coming right up. You want me to put anything in it? Oh, you sweetheart! Skim milk and 2 sugars, please. You got it. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. The cafe got some really good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So is this what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yep. I run the company message board and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started doing to get more cafe traffic. I didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually a lot of fun. You should join me when you start transforming too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help. Here, come sit with me a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if we sit for a minute or two. Really, though, it's gonna be fine. We all stick together here, and you're part of the family now. You got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar stuck in her bangs. So I do. I mean it, though. Got it? Yeah, thanks. Got any room for another at this table? Huh, I guess there weren't too many left after all. I glanced downstairs, and it looks like he's already locked the door. Always! Landry scoots a chair next to Finley. I guess the cafe's closed now. I expect you all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have a cleanup to do. Jeez, Dad! Lollygagging? Really? I don't know. It was the first word that came to mind. Reese, I can't. It's hard to switch back and forth between them. Why don't you sit with us too? We could all use a break. I suppose so. Where are Hayes and Mason? You know Mason. She's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after shifts to help with cleanup? She gets here earlier than any of us for prep, so it's only fair that she leaves early. Besides, I think she has something that she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge. I wonder what kind of cat she is anyway. Feels kind of rude to think that, but you know what they say about curiosity in cats. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. Yeah. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Wow, the kitchen is pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason. What? Oh. You really busted your butt today. Thank you. It's my job. She's already got one foot out the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. Have a good night. Have a good night. And with that, she's gone. Boy, she's hard to talk to. She disappears around the corner, but a second later, I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her. It looks like she's heading in the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors. Yeah, probably not. That's kind of silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear the sink running. It looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why doesn't he come out with the others? Poor boy deserves a break as much as the rest of us. If everybody's a family like Finley said, he should be part of it too. Invite him to go back to the others. Hey, put those down. Come out. We're all gonna sit and have coffee together. I'm fine, thank you. What? You don't like me now? What? What? I'm just teasing you. Come on. You're one of us, and I'm sure you're tired too. I'll come back and help you with the dishes after we're done. I'm sure I won't be the only one either. We gotta stick together, right? I guess so. Come on, I'll get your coffee even. I'd rather get it myself. I'm a little picky with my coffee. Oh yeah? How so? I'd prefer a good cappuccino instead. We have a nice espresso machine here. Oh, like the one you made for me at my interview. That was really good. Oh, thank you. A cappuccino with steamed milk and espresso. It's a delicate balance. Can you make me another one? Sure. Oh, is that a smile? It is. I'll go make them now. I'll meet you in the dining room. I head out to the cafe. Hayes walks with me at first, but slips upstairs as soon as we reach the staircase. There's a series of loud whirring noises, and he returns with a cup in each hand. He's careful as he hands me mine. It's still a little hot. It looks amazing, thank you. Aw. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. Oh, hey, little buddy. We all sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate stack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. I say goodbye to everybody and head out. They're all staying late again. I can understand that. Of course they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm going to enjoy this while I can. The gravity of the situation weighs on me as I'm out the door. What the hell am I gonna do once I start turning into a cat? How could I explain that? Nobody will believe me. Mew.
Mew.
And the thought flies out of my head. That black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. The black cat stares back at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't gonna work. The black cat flops onto the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. Maybe I'm off on this hot tip after all. I guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. Ah! Something just hit my back. It's this cat. Get off! Get off! Get off! Wait, it's gone? I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves! I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong.
Meow.
The black cat trots off somewhere. Is it just me, or did that just sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of smug. Graves. Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. You're late. Huh? Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no. No, I'm not doing this. I dump some kibble in Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. I shamble into my pajamas. Pachambles. I jamble into my pajamas. And then I bundle up my hoodie. I feel a firm, squarish bulge in the pocket. Oh, that's right, the book. Maybe something useful's in here. I start to flip through the book again. There's my name. Don't wear it out. And there's Hayes. Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. I toss my hoodie on the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it. If I hold the book upside down, no. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it won't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffle them away with my foot and something tumbles out. What is that? It looks like it fell out of the hood. A bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. It looks like it's got some weird holographic center. It's kind of pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow along with that stupid book. I go to tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... Your focus, your Madge. Hand, focus, your Madge. Hold up. I can read with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading this book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery? What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead on whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. Aw, yeah. All right, we are gonna save here. My voice is a little bit, so we're gonna knock off a little bit early. Save date. Where do we want to save this? We'll save it here. 9/19/2022. Oh, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day. That's not gonna happen. Save and back and exit. Pronouns. You can change your pronouns at any point in the game. You can change your pronouns at any point in the game. Okay. I'm trying to get back to where you once began. I already saved it. All right, we did save it. We saved it right there. Yeah, okay, so back, and then how do I leave? Ah, yes, like that. All right, well, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great day out there. We're gonna find some folks, see if anybody's out there doing some streams. let's go over and see what Ghosty's doing up to. I assume it's pronounced Ghosty. I could be wrong. There's an X in it. You don't normally give the O sound to the letter X, but, you know, it's Ghosty. Or it's Gigishty. So I'm going to go with the one that's a little easier for me to say. All right, then. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. We'll be doing more dating. We're going to see if we can manage to get Reese to pay attention to us like a good senpai. But that's all for now.